Hey guys, Earl here. We're live. Just give you a couple of seconds to get a few more members on. I'm waiting for someone to actually join me on the panel here to actually monitor the chat box while I'm actually going through the webinar platform. Going through the training. I really thank you guys for taking the time off to get on the training. This training will be very important because I had a lot of members actually reaching out to me asking me about setting up these automated webinars, especially with the new vMerge, new technology added to the platform. As you guys see, I've been having a couple webinars already running with the new integration of the vMerge, and it's been working pretty fine. So pretty much I'm gonna actually go through and break down, how to set up the different webinars. As you can see on my board, I'm actually go through live webinars, how to set up the recorded webinars, the paid webinars, and also private webinars. It's pretty simple, so I'm pretty much going to go through it, step by step. I'm actually going to show you guys how I'm actually doing it step by step, so you're going to see my screen exactly what I'm doing. So just give it a few seconds. Let me get a few more members on the panel with me. Hey, Dr. H, welcome. David. If you guys could hear me and see my screen, type a 1 so I know you guys could hear me and see me. Awesome, great. All right, Dr. H, appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully my partner will be pop on here a little bit in the panel with me, so she could actually monitor the chat box. Guys, so like I said, we're gonna actually go over how to actually set up the Cybernetico Live platform. I'm gonna do live and recording, paid webinars, and private webinars. Okay, so let me just go share my screen. Make sure you guys could see my screen. And if you guys want, you could actually do this while I'm doing it. You guys could actually open up your Cybernetico Live and do the same thing I'm doing. Do it while I'm doing it. You guys could do it that way also. This training going to be actually recorded, so you guys are going to get the recorded link to relook at it, to see, make sure that you guys didn't miss anything. Okay. Once you guys see my screen, type a 1 in the chat box. That's my computer screen. You should be seeing the Cybernetico Live back office. Hey, Vaughn, welcome. Okay, so you guys see this is your Cybernetico Live back office. You guys know where you got to go to log in. When you into your site, when you ingress a website, you go under products. It says webinar, online webinar platform. You click on that tab, and you're going to bring it to this page. And this is what your back office should look like in the Cybernetico Live. If you haven't created any webinars yet, you won't see any of these. This is all the webinars that I created. As you can see, if I click on all my webinars, you can actually see I have like 3 pages of webinars that I actually created already. Our recorded webinars or live webinars. Give it a second. My computer is running kind of slow. So, wow. Every time I'm doing a webinar, it's like that. I don't know. I restarted my computer, so hopefully it picks up. What's going on? All right, there we go. All right, so you see, actually, I have like 5 pages already, all webinars that I actually did. It's been pretty helpful because I have a lot of recorded webinars happening while I'm out doing stuff with the kids or hanging out or doing some other marketing. My recorded webinars is actually going for me, and they've been converting pretty good. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do when you come back here, you want to create your webinar. Okay, first thing you're gonna do, it says create new webinar at the top. You'll click on the create new webinar. Right, I'm gonna actually do a live webinar first. So I'm gonna show you guys how to create a live webinar. Hey, artists, welcome. Kathy, welcome. Okay, so now you got this on the first page. Okay, it says create a new webinar. So right now you see where it says Google Hangout, the event title. That's where the name of your webinar going to be at. Whatever name you want to name your webinar, you're going to put it there. So for this purpose, I'm going to just put test, right? Test webinar. I can't spell tonight. All right. Test webinar. Okay, so this gonna say I'm gonna actually do a live webinar for. So for a live webinar, you have to actually put in the date and the time your live webinar is actually taking place. Okay, so I'm gonna just set this for tonight. That's fine. Say 01. Today's the 22nd, 2015, and the time I'll say 2200. All right, and if you want to select your time, you're gonna select. So I'm Eastern -5 New York. So I'm Eastern Standard Time. So -5 New York. Okay, for the autoresponder. Okay, as you see here, you could either use Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, or one shopping cart. Okay, if you don't want to use your own autoresponder, there's one already built in. The Magic Responder is already built in to Cybernetico Live. So you could leave. You don't have to put any code in here. So if you're using Magic Responder, if you already created an opt-in list, you could actually get the list ID from your Magic Responder and paste it in here. But if you haven't created a separate form, no, you don't have to worry about that. Just leave it blank. What happens when someone opts into your webinar, the information will be captured in the webinar platform, so you can actually download that that list of attendees and upload it into your autoresponder, right? But I normally create a autoresponder and put the code, paste the code in here. Things should already be saved, right? So all right, let me just go on this. Since I'm doing it step by step, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to get that code. So I'm gonna go to my autoresponder, and this is for a webinar. I've created a form especially for my webinar, you know, separate from all my other opt-in forms. You want to keep it separate because if you use the same form that you use for your capture pages, you don't want those email goes out to your webinar attendees. You want to keep your webinar attendees separate from all your other leads. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my autoresponder. I'm gonna find one for my webinars. Where we at? Cybernetico Live. All right, this is a form I have for my webinars. So I go to the form that I created, manage, and I go to manage opt-in forms. And then I find which one of the forms that I want to use. And since this is for a business overview, but actually this is for training, so I'm in the wrong one. Sorry, I'm in the wrong one. I got one set up for training. I gotta find it. All right, team training. So I keep my opt-in form separate, all right? Because what messages from my team training don't need to go out to my leads, you know. So you want to actually organize yourself like that, also, guys. So right here, this is my form right here, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually going. This is the opt-in form for my training. So I'm gonna this is the code right here I need, right here. Say ID form. I'm gonna copy this code right here, copy, and I'm gonna go back to my webinar platform, and that's the code I'm actually gonna put in here, right? So anyone opt-in to my webinars, they're gonna be redirected. They're actually gonna be placed into my training, you know, my training form, my training opt-in form. That's where the name's gonna be at, right? So when I want to send out an email blast to saying, hey, I'm having a training webinar, I could actually just paste it in here, do a broad email broadcast through this list only, just saying out to everyone who actually whoever attended one of my training webinars. I just send out a blast email address to them so they can actually attend whatever webinar I have coming up. All right, so that's where you grab the ID. Okay. All right, so I've already pasted the ID. So the language the webinar going to be at, you know, you click it, you say Spanish, English, or Portuguese. You guys know it's 3 different languages. So English. Now, since I said we're going to do a live webinar, so now as you see here, it says free, paid, and private. So I'm doing a free webinar like we're doing right now. Anyone could see it. It's free. Anyone could actually get the link and come in. It's live. All right. So if you wanted to use the new vMerge, okay, this is the new vMerge, right? This is very important. For you to use the vMerge here, guys, you know, you have to upload the document, right? You can either upload a PDF or a doc document, okay? So how are you gonna do that before you ever create the webinar, before you ever start to create the webinar? Let me actually save this so I didn't lose it. Let me save this, right? Save. All right, I save it. So the first thing you want to do, you want to upload the doc. So you want to go up to the top where it says add-ons. All right. You see where it says documents and PDFs. You will click on that document and PDFs, right? And whatever document that you want to use, you want to upload into the Cybernetico Live. You have to upload it here. So you're going to click add new document and find whatever document you have. So for example, as you see, I have 2 documents in here. I have the IC Comp Plan doc and also the Ingresso Cybernetico presentation, business presentation, because I use those both. So where the IC doc, you guys could just go to the Ingresso website and go to the resources, download zones, and it says the compensation plan doc. That's one of them I put in there. You know, you just want to go to it and download it to your computer. Then after you download it to your computer, you're going to save it on your computer. Then you'll go back into Cybernetico Live and upload it. Okay, so this is the doc right here. You know, this is the breakdown of the business of the compensation plan. That's a new doc that they uploaded into the system. I don't know if most of you guys seen it. Some of you all probably did see it, but it's there for you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in here. Since I already uploaded that file, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna click add new document. Okay, then you want to name the document that you want to upload. So like me, I uploaded the IC presentation, so I'm gonna name it IC Ingresso presentation, so I know what it is. And you see, all right. So once you do that, you're gonna click on choose file, and you're gonna actually go to your computer and find wherever you save that document. Then once you find it, you're gonna actually click on submit. All right, you're gonna upload it. When you click on submit, you're gonna actually upload it to the right here, the add-ons. Okay, so your document is going to actually be in Cybernetico Live for you already. So as you see, it's actually going to find the file. All right, so you'll come in here and you'll find whatever document you want to find. When you find it, you'll actually, why I close it? Why did I close it? Let me just do one. So for example, if I want to do this document, I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna click choose, right? Then I'm gonna click submit. Oh, I didn't put a name. Sorry, I didn't put a name in. You guys notice I didn't put a name in, but it's there. Let me try and refresh my page. I guess I didn't put the name in. It might not save. Yep. All right, you didn't save. Let me do it again. Test. Choose a file. You gotta be a document or a PDF. That's why you gotta be a .doc or a PDF file. You already have one somewhere. Gotta find one. I guess I don't have any on my computer. Wow. See, I want to show you guys exactly how to do it. I didn't want to skip anything, so I'm gonna find a PDF file or a doc file to show you guys exactly how to do it. And most of you guys who already know how to upload a file, bear with me, because we have some people who may not know how to upload a file into it. So I'm going to show them step by step. So just bear with me, guys. I'm looking for a doc. I know I have it somewhere. I just downloaded it. Okay. All right, you know what? Let me download it. Download. File. Save as. Save. Okay. So now I'm going to go look for that file I just downloaded. I see. I see comp right here. See, I already had it. Don't let it see. I already had it here already, but that's fine. So what I did, I just click on the file itself, and I click choose it, and you see it's right here, right? It shows up here. So now all I gotta do is hit submit. All right. So right now you're gonna upload that document into the Cybernetico Live back office. So it's there for you. Okay. So right now you see it right here is text. Okay, it's right here for you. Right. That's the document I just uploaded. All right. So now I'll go back to. Wait a minute. Where am I at? To my live. I'm gonna find the webinar I just created. Right, say test webinar. I'm gonna go back in and edit it. All right. So now, since I already have that document, all I gotta do, you see, I already have all this information in here for me. So I'm gonna just click find the document that I just uploaded. Test. You got 17 pages. So I'm gonna click on it, right, and I'm gonna hit save. What I normally do here in the messages, you don't really have to mess with the message, but I put EST. Because that's when my webinar is actually happening Eastern Standard Time. So when the messages goes out to people who actually opt in, they know, hey, the webinar is actually in Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I just put it in there because it's not there. So that's something you guys may want to do or may not want to do. But if you don't put it, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. All right, save the module. Now you're going to go to presenter. Right, this is where you actually add your presenters. Okay, whosoever doing the webinar. If you have someone else, a guest speaker that's doing the webinar, that's fine. Put the guest speaker in there. You also add your picture in there also. Oh, the screen is entirely large. My screen is too large. You guys see my screen okay, or it's too wide? If you guys could see my screen, okay, type a 1 in so I know you guys see my screen. Hey Jackie, welcome. Jackie, you there?
Hi, El.
Okay, okay. I'll just make sure you see my screen well.
Yes, sir.
All right. I saw someone in the chat saying that my screen was too large, so don't make sure. Too small. No, artist is saying it's too small now. Hey, yeah. If you my screen is too small, guys. If you look at the bottom of the of your webinar platform, you can actually blow your screen up so you can be full screen. So there's a tab under your webinar. Click on it to blow the so you actually see my screen. Blow it up big. You guys could do that. All right. All right, great. Everybody else see my screen fine. I see someone coming in. Okay, great. All right. Okay, guys. So as I was saying, you want to actually put the presenters here. So what you're gonna do, you click where it says Add Presenter, and for this example, I'll use my name. All right, and you could put the person's email, put your email address in here, and then you want to upload a picture, image of yourself. Then you hit Save. Right? Like I said, if you actually have someone else doing the presentation, you want to make sure, and you're gonna be on the webinar also. Put your picture in there. Put a decent picture in there, guys. You know, a presentable image. You know, because while you're branding yourself, you know, so you want to put yourself there. Even though you're not the one, you're not the speaker of the webinar, you still want to actually brand yourself. You know, put your image there also. Okay. So once you do that, the next one you're gonna actually hit save. You want to save it. Then you go to the registration page. All right. So you guys know that you could use these pages here, videos or just a page without a video, but it's a lot more convincing and more touching, more branding when you use a video. When you use a video sales page, you record a video of yourself, you know, inviting people to your webinar. You know, so I highly recommend you use a video. If you don't want to use a video, that's fine. You know, use any one of these pages right here, these opt-in pages. And also remember, in the Ingresso marketing funnel, there's also webinar opt-in pages that you can actually use for this platform also, right? So guys, keep that in mind. And just click full screen button at the bottom of the screen. Yes, Ray, that's what I was telling them to do. Click on the full screen button at the bottom of your screen to blow the screen up if it's too small. All right. So once you come in here, you click on a video. I'm gonna click on I'm gonna just select this video template. Right. So that's gonna be my opt-in page. All right. Now the company name, you could actually, if you want to put a company name in here, that's fine. Put a company name. I don't put any company name. I leave it blank. If you want to use a logo, if you have a team logo, anything you want to upload your logo here. But remember, look at the size. The size of your logo has to be 80 by 150. All right, so make sure you look at your size. If your image is too large, you want to resize it. Okay, the title, the headline title. What I normally do, I use the same title as my webinar. I just you could just copy it or just type it in. Right, that will be a title. Leave everything else that way. All right, now for your video, right? Because it's a video page. What I normally do, I go to YouTube. I already created a welcome video that I use myself for every webinar, a generic welcome video, so you can use it for all your webinars. You know, so you don't have to worry about always recreating a new video every time you're doing a webinar. Just make a generic video for all your webinars, and also one for your thank you page also. Let me just find a video that I used. Oh, thank you page. All right, webinar invite. This one. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Pause. All right, what you're gonna do, guys? You hit the share button, right? Not here. Actually, I'm gonna go up to the what you want to do? You want to grab the last code here at the end of the link right here. This code. You want to grab this last section, but right here you can't grab it from this box. So I'm gonna go up to my browser and grab it from my browser. All right, that's from the 1. Start at the 1 all the way down to the 50. All right, you want to grab the last section of the link. Now, once you grab that, you want to go back to the Cybernetico Live. Right here, you see this embedded code right here. You want to go right after the embedded, the forward slash and the semicolon, right in between the slash and the forward slash and the semicolon, and paste that code in there. Right? Paste the code in. You see, I put the code in here. Then after you do that, you go hit save. Okay, you don't have to put in a footer. If you want to, that's fine, but you don't really have to put a footer in. All right, so I'm gonna go back and verify that my link is there. So it's there. All right. So I hit save. Just do it again. All right. Once I hit save, the next one is going to be a replay. So if you want the webinar to replay, you're going to hit yes. Right? And the same thing, the title is going to be here also, then you hit save. You know, it's pretty straightforward for this next couple tabs. All right, my thank you video, the same process. You want to come in here, you want to select one with a video. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to go back to YouTube and find my thank you video that I created. Like I said, guys, all the videos you want to put is generic, so I use the same thank you page and the same welcome to invite webinar invite video on all my webinars. I'm gonna grab the last section of the code. Then I'll go back to this code right here. Like I said, right in between the forward slash and the semicolon. I'm gonna paste my code in there, and then I'm gonna hit save. Right? I'm gonna check it, make sure it's there. All right, so it's there. Okay. Notification. You don't have to mess with this this information here. Just leave it as it is. This is the messages that the system would actually send out to everyone that actually registered for the webinar. Offers. Okay, this is offers. If you want to have, like, say you're having a sales presentation and you want your own sales presentation, right? And you want to actually have your offer pop up at a certain time in your webinar or during your webinar, so people could actually sign up for your business opportunity. Or if you're doing a product launch, you want members purchase your product, this is where you come and you do it, right? So offers, you're going to create a new offer, add an offer, and you add whatever you want to do. Like, for example, say I want someone to actually join the business ingress to join my team. I might just say join all right. Then for the description, I mean, you put anything you want in there. Okay, and if you have an image, you can also upload an image. If you're doing a product launch, you can upload an image. It's same, you could put your team logo there as the image. That's fine, but you gotta keep. You don't want to make it too big, because remember, when that pop up, you gotta be at a certain size. So you don't want to have a large image. I like about a 200 by 200 image should be big enough. You know, so you don't want to go too big with it. Okay, and then what you want the button to say, you might say click here. My team. No. Here is where you're gonna put your link. Okay, this is our advice, you guys. When you remember, when you're doing a webinar, right? The webinar might be at least probably say 45 minutes, right? Or about 45 minutes for the business presentation. All right. So what you want to keep in mind when someone click join here, no, you don't want to send them to another video. All right. You already give them the presentation. They see the opportunity. They see the products, and they're interested. If they click that button, they're ready to join. So what you want to do, you want to go to your actual site. Right, go to your actual Ingresso site and grab that register now button. You want to go to your link, ingresso-cybernetico.com/your username. All right, you go to your site itself. Go to this page. You don't even want to send them to this page, guys. I wouldn't recommend you send them to the page. You could, but I don't recommend you send them to the page. What I recommend, you go right here and grab your right click and you grab the link for the register now button. All right. Okay, if they see what we have to offer, they see the tools and they're ready to join. No use to send them right here. But as I said, there's nothing wrong if you send them to this link. That's fine. They could come in here, and if they want to watch this video again, that's fine. If they want to actually see what they're getting, you can actually look at the products right here, and they'll see exactly all the tools that they be actually getting, what package they're actually going to be picking up. But what I normally do, I get the link from the register now, and I come right here and I paste it in here. So whenever they click that button, it takes them right to the page to create an account. Okay, so I'm gonna hit save, and this is what it's gonna look like. Preview. That's what the pop-up gonna look like in your webinar. Right at where you want this pop-up to be at a specific time. This is exactly what's gonna look like when it pops up. Okay, so just keep in mind, guys. You see the size of the box. So when you put an image, you don't want it too big. You know, yes, the box gonna stretch, but you don't want it too big. All right, just make it a reasonable size. Right. So I already completed the offer. The polls. Okay, polls, like if you want to set poll questions. It's not, I don't really use it that much, but it's good to use. It's not hard. You go set up poll questions in here. Like with somebody coming into the webinar, I might ask them like example, and what level are you looking to start at? Or are you excited, you know? How much money you have to start your own business? So I can just put it in. Right, then I could say, just put the different levels of IC. Right, so I might just say, if you want to start, just combine it. 175. 475. 75. 975. You know, it all depends what levels you want to put. What I did, I actually combined the levels. You know, I don't really market one business center. I market all of them together. You know, just give them a package to go. The lowest of my market say 175 to start, which covers what your $50 board and the $100 board at the same time. The 475 covers 3 boards, and the 975 covers 4 boards up to the $500 board. Okay, that's what I actually do. All right, then you can actually put in, you know, if that's just an example, guys. You know, you could actually use different things what you want, but I'm just showing you an example what I do. Okay. I'm gonna save the polls. Okay, so now we're gonna this is where you actually go and start your webinar. When you come in here, this is where you actually go, you know, click start, and it actually opens up the new Google Hangout for you. Okay, now the links, the webinar links, this is where you actually find your links. This is the registration page, what you're gonna send to your prospects. Okay, if you want anyone to register, this is what you're gonna send. So you just click it, and it'll show you exactly what your page look like. This is what the page look like. See my videos on there. All right, this you see that's a generic video I use for all my webinars. It tells you the time you set for the webinar. Right here, and everything is set for you to go. Right now, I didn't upload an image, so you don't see right here. There's no image here for me, so you want to keep that in mind. If you happen to see no image in there, either one, the image was too big, or you forgot to upload an image. So just go back and edit it. That's fine. All right. So that's your registration page, and this is your thank you page. What your thank you page look like? This is what your registration people gonna see.
All right, great. You're all registered.
All right. That's a generic video. And what you really read, I didn't put no text on there, but what I normally do here. A mistake I was making, and I was actually pointed out to me. If you look here, it says title, right? You want to put a title in of your thank you page. You might just want to put congratulations, you're registered. Right? And then somebody put you're registered. And then I already got a video, and I'm gonna save it. All right, let's see what it looks like now. Thank you page. All right, this is what the thank you page gonna look like.
All right.
And remember, the reason why I put a thank you video, when someone registers for the webinar, I know they get email sent to the email address they use, but you want to tell them, because you know people like you telling them what to do. So you just make a video. Hey, thank you for registering. Do not share this link with no one else. This is your personalized link. If you want to share the link with any of your friends or business partners, share the registration link. Right? This link, the link you're receiving your email is just for you, for your own purpose, because that link is actually going to show you on the webinar. That's how we actually communicate with each other on the webinar, on the chat. That's how I know who I'm talking to on the chat. So you want to make sure they know that, because if people share the link that they're receiving the email, you know, you're going to show up twice, or how many times you share it, you're going to show your name is the only one going to show up in the chat. Right? So that's why I see you want to share the registration link, not the link you receive in the in your email. All right, now, okay, let's go to the subscribe. So, all right, this is a live. Okay, this is a live form we did. So I'm saying, okay, now, I don't know if you guys are going to see my screen. Let me see if I can share my actual screen. I want you guys to see what the V-merge, how you make that document in Cybernetico Live works. Okay, let me just go in here. I think I have one in here. V-merge. I didn't set up one for this webinar. Wow. All right, let me see if I can do it for this webinar, guys. Give me a second. Trying to see if I'll put the V-merge in this webinar I'm doing right now. Edit. Okay. I'll try. Save. No. Oops. I messed that one up. Okay. I didn't upload my V-merge doc to this webinar. Man. I messed that up. I messed it up. All right, let me see if I can do on a different screen. All right, I'm gonna just start another one. Let's see what happens. Nope. Guys, I just messed that screen up because I didn't upload my document, so I guess that's why I can't share that with me. Damn, I messed it up. Okay. All right, that's fine. Shit. All right, that's cool, guys. Okay. For the live one, the vMerge. All right, once you set up your vMerge, guys, once you set it up, and if you guys will see this screen, let me try and see my computer screen. I want you guys to actually see my webinar platform. All right, let me try and share it. So when you guys actually see my webinar platform, let me know, guys. I'm trying to share that screen with you. Start sharing. I don't know if you guys want to see like double screens. Let me know if you guys seen double screens. Type of 1 if you guys seen double screens. Yes, you seen double screens, Jackie?
Yes, Al, I see double screens.
Oh yeah, okay. So I can share that. I can't do that way. I thought I'd uploaded that document before I start the webinar. Okay. Coming up. Pretty much. But anyway, guys, okay. When you once you upload this document, yeah, the vMerge doc, okay, for the live webinars. Once you start your webinar in the webinar platform, you're gonna actually see that vMerge. Let me take a screenshot of it, guys. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Fastest way to do it, so you guys can see. I'm taking a screenshot of the webinar platform itself, so you guys will see what it looked like from my side. Okay, that done. That's some more screens open. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to pull this screen up. Bear with me. Okay, where is it? Okay, share screen. All right, you guys see this the webinar screen that I have up right now? Could you guys see the screen? Type of 1. Jackie, you see the screen?
Yes, Al.
All right, guys. I took a screenshot of the actual webinar platform. With the vMerge, once you already have the vMerge document uploaded, if you look over here on your right-hand side, you see so at the top, you see it says chat, polls, attendees, offers, and vMerge. Okay. Now, what it is, when you click on vMerge, you're gonna see it says enable or disable. When you first log into it, you're gonna say disable. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna click on the disable and enable it. Okay. Because right now mine is enabled, so you're gonna say click here to disable. Right. So, but when it's disabled, you're gonna say click here to enable it. So once you click it, the document that you uploaded going to be right here in this box, right? All the documents going to be right here for you to actually use it. Okay, guys? So now, with that said, see, I want to show you guys that way it look like. Let me see if I can start an actual webinar, guys. Let me see if I can start a different webinar on a different email. I should be able to do it, so you guys could see it. So, hey guys, I'm doing it live, so you guys know, you know. This is how we do things. Come on. Live. Okay. Start. Switch accounts. Yeah, I should be able to start a different webinar with a different account, different email account. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do it. Start. All right, I want to close the wrong webinar now. Minimize. Agree. Nope. No, I can't do it, guys. I can't start a different webinar. Guess I'm on the same PC, so you let me do it. Wow, that's messed up. Sorry, guys. I really thought I had that document uploaded into the webinar, into the live webinar. I guess I messed that one up. Man. Yeah, but I mean, it's simple, guys. Once you actually upload that document in there, once you actually start the webinar, you'll be able to see those the document that you actually uploaded right here. You're gonna come in different slides. You're gonna see it, and what you're gonna see, you're gonna say slow shots, show slides. So whenever you're doing your presentation, once you click on that button that says show slide for a live webinar now, once you say show slides, you're gonna actually show up for you. You're gonna actually see it. So once you click it, you're gonna actually be in the bottom of your screen. As I know if you guys saw my recorded webinar, that's how the screen was looking with all the documents at the bottom of the video. The video gets small and moved to one side, and the document itself is like in the middle of your page. When you click show the tab, it shows up on the middle of your page. And every page that you go to, you have, as a live webinar, you have to click on the show tab for it to show up. Okay? But for the recorded webinars, you have to set it at a certain time. Let me close this up. Okay, for the live webinars. All right, that's it for the live webinars, I think. Hey, you have any questions on the live webinar, how to set up the live webinars? If you do have any questions, type it in the chat before I go on to the recorded webinar. I already have a recorded webinar set up, so I could go over that one. You guys are going to see it. Okay, a recorded webinar. Share my screen again. All right, let me just go to a recorded webinar. This is my recorded webinar I have going on. All right. Okay, guys, this is the recorded webinar. All right, same concept as when you're doing a live webinar. Same thing when you come in. The same thing in your events. You're gonna create a Google Hangout date. No, remember you're doing a recorded webinar, right? You make it public where everyone could attend. You can make it paid. Basically, when you say a paid webinar, as I said, I was going to discuss paid webinars. Paid webinars. What happens when someone opts into your capture page? When you set up a paid webinar, you actually have to put in your PayPal email address. So if I do it right, if I just click right here and say make this a paid webinar, you guys see it says enter your PayPal email address. No, you have to put in your PayPal email address and the amount that person going to actually pay to come to your webinar, right? If they don't pay you, they cannot attend the webinar because they will not get the link, right? For them to get the link to your webinar, they have to pay the amount of money. So, example, I did a webinar thing with Rod, or a paid webinar, pay like $10. Everyone attend the webinar for $10, right? So for them to actually, after they register, put a name and the email address in, the site going to actually redirect it to PayPal. Then they have to pay the $10 before they get that registration link. Before they ever receive that link in the email, they got to pay $10 or $5, how much you want to charge for your webinars before they actually attend, right? So you have to put in your PayPal email address, or whosoever PayPal email address going to receive that payment. That's the email address you want to put here, and the amount for the webinar for attendees to actually attend your webinar got to go right here. That's for paid webinars, okay? No, everything is the same concept as setting everything else up. It's the same concept. Paid recorded webinar. You can do the same thing for a live webinar also. It's the same concept, okay, guys? Now, the private webinar, what it is, the private webinar, when you set up private webinars, you will not get no links to share, all right? You have to actually get whosoever you want to invite, you have to get their email address and put it in and invite them that way. You know, so it's not to the public. It's only who you invite to the webinar could see. Just like with a YouTube video, if you put your video as private, it's only certain people that you invite to see the video could look at it. It's the same way with a webinar. You know, because remember, the video is actually a YouTube video, so you're gonna be private. So whosoever you invite to see the webinar with their email address, that's the only how they're gonna have access to your webinar. Okay. So now let me put it back to public, and we're doing a recorded webinar. Okay. Now, same concept. You already have your document uploaded. So now, if you want to, like this webinar I have going, this is a business presentation webinar I have running by me and Jackie every day. I do it 4 times a day. Okay, 12, 3, 6, and 8 p.m. Right? This is right here. Click here and you select how many times you want to actually have your webinars run. It's up to you if you want to run it every hour, but remember you have to keep in mind the length of your webinar. If your webinar is over an hour, you don't want to set your webinar to play every hour, right? You gotta look at your time. Be mindful how long your webinar is. Okay. So I already selected four webinars. Then you want to put the specific times in when this webinar is going to play. Each webinar is going to play at a certain time. But remember, when someone registers for a webinar, they can't register. Say someone wants to register for the 3 p.m. webinar, they have to register after the 12 p.m. webinar is completed. All right, because if they do register, you're going to take them right to the 12 p.m. webinar. So you want to keep that in mind also. All right. The VMOS document, you want to select whichever document you want to use. As I see, I use the IC presentation. It's already in there. Then the email. Okay, this is the admin email you want to use. Remember, Dwayne was talking about once you could actually be on your cell phone somewhere in a mall or somewhere in the store while your webinar is going. And when someone asks a question in the chat, you'll actually get the notification in your email, right? That's the email you're going to go to. Right now, I don't think it's live yet. I think it's at the end of the month. That's actually going to be live to use that feature. But you still, that's where you put the admin email address, right? You don't want to put the same email address you use to attend the webinar yourself. Because when you have that recorded webinar, you may want to pop up in there here and there to see what kind of questions asking, because you know the webinar is actually going to be playing. A lot of people actually think it's a live webinar, you know, because when they ask a question, you're not there, so you won't be able to answer the question. But if you already have this feature set up, whenever someone asks a question, you'll get a notification, so you can actually answer it from your email, and it's like you're right there on the webinar with them. You know, so that's a powerful feature which is going to be available, I think, at the end of the month. Okay. So all right. So now you can actually, what you want to do with your YouTube videos for a recorded webinar. Now you have to upload the videos to Cybernetico Live also, right? There's only one video extension you can use. That's the .flv file. Okay. It's easy. It's simple. All you gotta do to get whatever video you want to actually use. You can use a pre-recorded video from someone else, webinar that you did, or any one of these webinars that you can find on YouTube about the business presentation. Depends what you're doing. You want to go to YouTube, and you download the video. Okay? Can't spell tonight, guys. Right? You go to YouTube and you download whatever video you want to download. Okay? I could use this one right here. It's a webinar we did for Christmas. Okay. Right? Now what you're gonna do, you want to download this video, the FLV file, right? There's a lot of downloaders, YouTube downloaders you can use. If you're using Firefox, there is actually a YouTube downloader built in. You could actually install a plugin into Firefox. Okay? You guys see my screen? Oh yeah. You guys see my screen, right? Jackie, you see my screen, right?
Yes, Al.
Oh, I want to make sure. All right, cool. All right, so guys, the site I normally use to download these videos, I'll do I copy the link in the browser, and I go to KeepVid, KeepVid.com. Okay, I go to KeepVid.com. What's going on? I tell me the wrong link. Tell me I ain't got no internet access. KeepVid. That's not good. All right, what's going on? The hell? It's telling me I ain't have no internet access. That's strange. I'm on the internet right now. Tell me you can't find it. Okay. Technology, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, Safari can't find Google. Let me try. You can find YouTube. Why the hell you can't find Google? KeepVid.com. But anyway, guys, you just go to keepvid.com, and when you get there, you just paste the link in there and download. Click download the video. And what is, you can actually come up with a different extension that you can actually download the file in. You want to make sure you download the FLV file. Very important. If you download any other like if you download the MP4 or any other file format, when you upload it into Cybernetico Live, it's not going to work. You have to download the FLV file. Okay, so the name of the site you want to go to is www.keepvid.com. Keepvid.com. That's the name of the site. Okay. I know it's not loading for me. Oh, there we go. It's loading now. Oh, awesome. Awesome. It came up. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to paste that YouTube video link right here in this box. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to hit download. All right? You can actually go through, do his little magic, do his little test, tell me accept or not. All right? Trust the site, yes. It's working. Wow. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. It all depends on what you're doing on the computer. I guess as I'm doing the webinar, it's moving slow. But normally you don't take that long. Let's give it a few. All right. Accept the security. Oh. All right, there we go. As you say, okay, this is all the extensions, the file extensions that you could actually download the videos in. You want to get the one that says download FLV, right? Make sure you use FLV. Very important. The FLV file sometimes download pretty fast. Sometimes it take a long time. It all depends what you're using. If you use a Firefox plugin, I think it's called YouTube Downloader, it downloaded pretty fast. But make sure you get the FLV file, right? That's the only extension you can use. All right. So once you download it to your computer, what you're gonna do the same way you uploaded that document, but you want to go to add-ons where it says recorded videos, right? Recorded videos. That's where you want to go at. As you see, I have all these videos in here already that I use, right? Then you want to hit add video. Then you're going to name the video that you just downloaded as the name of the video, so you know what video, what webinar that you're going to use that video for. So you want to make sure you name the video, the name of the webinar, or yeah, actually the name of the webinar, something that you can remember. And once you do that, you'll hit select file, and it's actually going to start uploading. You're going to see the percentage of it uploading. You can go all the way across, and then you're going to tell you it's completed. But do not shut your browser down. You gotta leave your browser open until it says the file is completely thing is synchronized or uploaded. Then you can tell you click here to view the video, right? But remember, when it says video complete, don't close that tab. Leave that tab open until it says click here to see your video. Okay. So let me just go back to this page, recorded webinars, so you guys can see. All right. So say example, this is the webinar I just uploaded. The video presentation. What you're gonna do when you come here, you're gonna tell you enter the time of your webinar, right? It's not gonna have any time for you. You're gonna tell you enter the time. So what you're gonna do, you're just click where it says play, right? You'll click where it says play, then you're gonna start. You're gonna play the video. Once you play, I'm gonna pause it, and the time of the length of the video is right here for you. Duration time, it says this video is 36:25, right? And that's the exact time you're gonna put in that spot right here. You're gonna say edit the length. Click on edit, then put in the minutes and the seconds. Okay, you're gonna actually tell you don't have to worry about converting the time into seconds no more. You put it exactly 36 minutes 25 seconds. Put the exact time in there just as you see it in the play. And once that is done, you're gonna hit you're gonna say save or submit. Then your timer gonna be right here for you. Now your video is uploaded and ready to go. Right, so I'm gonna go back to my webinar. Go back to that recorded webinar. I'm gonna edit. All right, so now which one? This is wrong one. That's a live. I need to go to the recorded webinar. Where is it? All right, right here. Yep. Okay. So now I already set up all the times. Upload my VDoc document. Now my VMerge document. Now the video, the YouTube video, same thing. All the videos that you uploaded into Cybernetico Live is right here for you. So you're gonna go and you choose the video that you just uploaded for that webinar. Right. Once you select it, it's right here. Then you could actually select if you want this video play every day. Any single date. Say if you just want this video played tonight and no other time, you select the date. If you want to play one day every week, if you want to say you want to play every Thursday at this date or this day, that's when you're gonna play. Or you want to put selected day of the week. If you put selected days of the week, you can actually come here and select the days that you want to actually put it. See, select whatever days that you want your webinar to play. All right. Let me take this out. But I just leave it every day because I have it different times playing every day, so I leave it every day and it runs at this time every single day. Okay? So once it happens, you're going to hit save. Remember, the same concept of setting up a live webinar, but just the difference, this one is recorded. Okay? Now, the same thing, presenter, you put your presenters in. Registration page, the same thing, recorded webinar. Now, if you want this to actually replay, if you want them to have a replay of your recorded webinar, you could also do that, right? When you hit yes, you have to go to YouTube and grab the link, the last section of the link, the video link in YouTube, and you want to paste it here. That's if you want to have a replay of your replay webinar. I mean, if you have a replay webinar going, I don't really put a replay so someone could actually go back and look at the video. Why? Because I have it running different times of the day. If you miss one time, register for the next webinar. Point simple. I say point blank. Right? Someone just leave it no. Plain and simple. All right. Now the thank you page is the same concept. Notifications, don't change it. Same thing with the offers, guys. You have to put your offer in there. You have to put your offer in the system because when you go into the W commands, that's where your offer going to pop up. All right. So I'm going to show you guys. Same thing. Everything is the same polls and the links. Same thing. Right. That way you find your subscribers. Now let's go to the W commands. This is where you get interested, guys. The VMerge. All right. To set up your VMerge, pay close attention. This is where you get really interested. Right. You have to actually look at to set your times up the right time so you know when you want this slides to pop up to come in. You actually want to look at the video first, right? Look at the video. You can open up the video tab in a separate tab and look at the video so you know exactly what time you want your slides to pop up or what time you want your message to pop up, okay? So first thing on the recorded webinar, you want to say welcome to the webinar, right? So as you see, right here, my first one I have at 10 seconds when the webinar starts, I have welcome to the webinar, right? I just randomly pick 10 seconds and all webinars. So this message is going to pop up. Now, for the vMerge, all right, you have to go in, look at the time. Like with me, when I did my recorded webinar, I actually, you know, like when I say welcome to the webinar, I just want to tell them I want to do a quick overview of the business presentation. I want to tell them a little bit more information about the company. You know, when you look at the video, you see exactly when you want that vMerge slide to come on. So you're going to find that time on the video, that's the right timing, then you come in here and find that exact time. Right now I have this one set to 22 seconds. Right, so at 22 seconds, that's when I'm going to actually bring my vMerge slide in. Okay, because when the video starts, you don't see any of the slides on the page. All you see is the video. Okay, so what you're going to do, you'll find the time, put that time in, then you'll come down here and click. It says show vMerge, right? Remember, show vMerge, right? You have to click on that to show all the slides at the bottom of your of the webinar. If you guys saw my recorded webinar, you guys know what I'm talking about. All the slides at the bottom of my video. Okay, show vMerge. Now, when the first slide that comes up, when you look at your video, you remember you don't want to make your video or whoever video you're using, you have to go in there and time it the right time. It's very important. All right, if you're doing a business presentation, you have to time when your first slide comes in. Okay, so the first one you're gonna say change. After this one goes, the next one gonna be change your slides, change your vMerge slides. I know you see all your slides pop up for you. All right. So the first thing you do, you set your vMerge. You know, show vMerge. That's all your slides gonna be on your video. The second one you want to do is change the slide. So the next slide, after you say like mine I said after I did what the company is about, like say Ingress to Cybernetico, give them a run on about the company, then I tell them where the company is actually from, right? So before I go to the next slide, you want to time it, then you want to select whichever slide that you want to actually show next. Slide number 2, what time you're going to show it. You look at the video, depends what the person says, that's where you put the put your slide, your timer in. Okay, this slide. Then the third slide, same thing. The time I look at the video I had was 2 minutes 24 seconds. I'll come right here, find 2 minutes 24 seconds. 2 minutes. I went too far. 2 minutes 24 seconds. Change change vMerge slide. Slide number 3. Then I hit add command. When you click hit add command, you're gonna actually come up over here. You're gonna populate itself on this side. So I'm gonna just put a time in, guys. So I don't want to mess mine up. Let me just choose a lower time. So let me just put so you guys will see. If I put 004, right? And if I just click add command, this slide gonna be right here at the top. You see 004. It shows up right here for me. Right? So you see that's how easy it is. That's it. Once you do that, guys, you go through your video. Remember, you go through your video on your time. You look at the video thoroughly, and you find exactly when you want to put the slides in, because you want the slides to go with the presenter, whoever presenting your business opportunity or whatever product. You want the slides to actually be in step when you're actually talking. Okay? Let me just delete this and I don't need it. Make sure I delete it. Okay. All right, and the same thing goes all the way down. All the slides that you have, this goes all through the business slides. All 19 slides goes all the way through. Okay, see that? So that's your double commands. It's simple. It's not hard, guys. It's easy. Once you set this up in here, once you don't have to go back in and mess with it again. It's already set up for you. Just leave it alone. You don't have to mess with it. Okay. Now your offer. The same thing. If you want your offer pop up, normally I put my offer like 5 minutes before the webinar ends. Okay. So how you do that, you're gonna come up here and go down to the last time. Go down to like 5 minutes or 5 seconds. Oh yeah? Or 5 seconds, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say 5 seconds, right, before your webinar end. Or you could do it further, that's up to you where you want to put it at. If you want to put it at a different section of your webinar during the webinar, you could do that also. But just say 5 seconds before the webinar ends. I'm gonna come here, then I'm gonna come right here and click show offer. Show offer to attendees. When you show that, the offer, remember I made you actually create an offer in the back office. You can actually create your offer already. That's why you have to create your offer, because it shows up right here for you. If you didn't create any offer, nothing gonna show up here, you're gonna be blank. Timing is pre-recorded videos and not live, right? Yes, the timing is for the pre-recorded videos, Dr. H. Only for the pre-recorded videos. The live one, you control the slide, so you don't have to worry about the timing. Right, so one day you want your offer, I want my offer to show up at 36:21. I already have it in here. Right, you see? I have my offer at actually 33 minutes in this one. Right, show my offer. Right, so basically, I could just put this offer in at the end of the video, click add, and bam, here my offer goes right here. See that? and that's the time you're gonna actually show to your attendees. That's when the offer gonna pop up to your attendees, whatever time you set. So if you want to put it in different section of your webinars, you could do that also. It's fine. But I just recommend you do it at least probably 10 seconds or 5 seconds before the video presentation over. Or if the presenter says, go ahead and click. Sometimes the presenter tell you, hey, there's a link gonna pop up sometime under the video. Go ahead and click it to join my team. You could do that also. But that's why it's so important. You have to look at the video before you actually set this time. Okay, you don't want to look all stupid and dumb on your webinar. Say the presenter says there's a link right under the video to pop up. That's going to pop up. Click on it to join, and then that join button pops up 15 minutes after the webinar starts. You know, so you have to actually do your homework, guys. There is no shortcut to this. You actually have to do this manually. Go in and look at your video, do your timing right to have this stuff right, because you want your videos, you want your webinars to look professional, and you want it to look as live as possible, right? You don't want them to think that the webinar is recorded. Yes, it's recorded, unless you tell them they're not going to know. Okay, especially with this new feature that's launching at the end of the month with the where you can actually reply to chat messages from your email. Okay, so it's just that simple and straightforward. I mean, there's nothing too much to it. Same thing with the poll questions. If you want to put the poll questions, the same thing. You want to find the time you want to put it in, and then you come right. It says add poll questions. I didn't have any poll question in this webinar, you know, so it's not going to show up. Like I tell you, if you didn't add your poll questions, ain't nothing going to show. So if you didn't add an offer, ain't nothing going to show you. You have to come into the polls and add your poll question here for it to actually show up in your double commands. Okay? Very important. Anything you do. Okay? To add a message, if you just want to type out just a regular message in here, same thing, find the time and just come where it says send message as admin. If you're the admin of the group, if actually you're the one creating the webinar, you're the admin, you could send a message as admin, as this one, see this is an admin message, or you could send it as yourself as an attendee. Right, click on here and just type your message in. Attendee's name, you type the name in there. If you want to send a message to, say if you want to send a message to Dr. H, you know, I just come in and put Dr. H and send a message to him so you get the message. Okay? You guys see how powerful this is. And remember, this is a recorded webinar, right? So if you know you invite somebody on this webinar, right, you're the admin, and you know you invite somebody on this webinar, you know that they're going to be on the webinar, you could preset the messages towards that person that you invited to the webinar if they're on the webinar. That's how powerful the system is. So you see, you're doing a live chat. You have everything preset for you. So right now, this could have been a recorded webinar, right? And if I knew Dr. H or Vaughn would be on this webinar, I'll go in right here, type the name in. I could just type in, say, Vaughn. Are you excited yet? All right? And remember, this is pre-recorded for you. Did it go in there? Damn, I messed something up. I gotta take it off. I think I entered that question in. I want to mess my webinar up. Where is it? All right. So what I just did, you know, I sent a message directly to Vaughn, knowing because I know that he actually going to attend the recorded webinar at a specific time. So now Vaughn thinking that, hey, I'm actually live on the webinar, but I'm not. I just had everything preset right there for me, you know. So that's just little stuff you guys could play with. You know, you don't have to do it, but just a way to actually keep the what you call it, keep the motivation going in your chat, in your webinar. You want to keep it as live as possible. So that's small stuff you could do. Okay, guys. If you look, there is some other steps you could do. You could hide the chat if you don't want your attendees to be chatting in your chat box while you're actually doing your webinar. You could hide it. Show the chat tab, hide polls, you could hide offer. You know, you go in and do all that stuff. Because if you look at the bottom of this webinar, and you're seeing all those tabs at the bottom of the webinar, you see where it says offers, attendees. You know, if you click on those tabs, it'll take you to a different page, and you'll see it. Right? When you have an offer, when you're doing a recorded webinar and your offer pops up, it removes the chat box, and your offer is going to be there. But you could also get back to the chat box by clicking on the tab at the bottom of your webinar. It says chat. Click on the chat, or it says offers. You could go back and forth from there during the webinar. Okay, guys. And that's basically it for the double commands. It's that simple, right? The best thing, guys, you could do is you have to look at your video. You know, like I said, there's no way around it. You have to actually set your timing right. Let me pull my screen back. All right, guys, you have to set your timing right. That's the most important part. If you don't look at the video, you don't want to just throw in the double commands, because if you just do that, you just mess the whole system up, and your webinar going to look out all dumb. You know, you don't want to look all dumb in your webinars. Make sure you look at your videos, set your timing right. You know, take your time, and just you could actually set when you set the time, you could actually go in there and look at the webinar yourself, right? You don't have to share the webinar, no one. Just set a time in, register your name, and then set a time right now. Say you're setting the webinar 9 p.m. or look at your time and set it right there. If you set a webinar at 9 and the time is 9:30, you could start the webinar, right? You look at it yourself. While it's playing, you'll actually look at your slides and you're going to see if your slides is actually showing up the right time. And if it's not, you just go back in and tweak it, right? Because I had to do that with mine a couple of times to actually go in and tweak my slides to make sure that it lines up with what I'm actually presenting the different slides. You know, so you want to do that. Take the time off and do it right before you actually try and broadcast it. All right, that's all I could tell you guys. You know, and you have to do it for yourself. You have to practice to make sure you get it right. Because if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you unless you will pay support to actually have it done for you. Because I know there is a feature out there where you can actually pay them and they'll actually create everything for you. You could do that way also. But it's that simple that you could do it for yourself. You don't have to pay anyone to do this, guys. It's simple. All right, the videos, the trainings is right there for you. If you notice, most of this, when you actually go into the platform, there's a video that shows you how to create these webinars. But if you also go on the resources, all the training videos is there. Let me log me out. Right, the system log me out. All right. But you know, most of the training videos is there for you, so you just look at the videos. Everything that you need to train on is there in your back office. You'll find it. And a lot of you, I don't know if you that lazy to go in and actually look at the training. You know, most of the questions that everyone asking, if you look at the trainings, is there for you. AGRTED. You guys ever had these funny passwords that you can't recognize it? Okay. Training videos. Share my screen again. Let me share my screen, guys. This is the this is all the videos. You know, all I did, I went on to resources, training videos, and this is all the videos here. It tells you how to do your domain name, hosting, cPanel. It's all the different videos in here, right? Recorded webinars, right? There's a lot of videos in here. You could actually want to see a business opportunity video. Grab the one from here and use it. But remember, we have so many updates. You may want to use an updated webinar. You know, try and get an updated webinar. Mine is updated that me and myself and Jackie did, so you guys can use that. But you know, if you want the FLV file, we probably could get that to you. But the other thing is, I think I've deleted from YouTube. It's not on YouTube no more. You know, so all right. But this is where all the trainings are, guys. All the training videos. Go in and get the information. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and now is the time to ask any questions that you have, guys. I'm open for questions. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, yo. Good job, man.
Appreciate it.
Good job.
I really thought I had. Yeah, I really thought I had the document uploaded so I could show them how the live webinar with the VDoc gonna look. But I didn't upload the document in this webinar, so I wasn't able to do it. But I'll do a video and I'll send a video to everyone to show you guys what it looked like in the in a live webinar, so you guys will see. It's pretty simple. Okay, just like you're actually sharing your screen on Google Plus, but instead of sharing it on Google on the Hangout, you're sharing it on the vMerge. So it's right there. So they're gonna be actually seeing your video, just like you see my video now on my slides. It's gonna be on my right, on the right side of me. All right. So just like I know you guys saw when doing this video earlier, I think it was actually before we actually released the vMerge, it showed you guys what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like, guys. You know, so it's not hard. Thanks, Earl.
Yeah, we do have some questions in the chat room.
Oh yeah. Doctor, is the admin email. Okay, the admin email, right? That's say, for example, for the recorded webinars. Okay, if you have a recorded webinar and you're not going to be there on the webinar, what the admin email does, when someone asks a question in the chat, you're going to get a notification in your email. Right? That's basically what it is. And once you get a notification in your email, you could reply to that person right there from your phone. You don't have to be on the webinar. Just reply. Look at when you get a message, you're going to tell you this person asked the questions probably, and then you reply to it. The feature is not live yet, guys. It's until the end of the month. You know, because Dwayne was actually explaining it on the last call. Right, guys? Once someone asks a question in the chat, you as the admin person going to receive an email through that admin email address. Then you can reply to that message just like if you were on the webinar. That's basically what it is, right? And you don't want to use the same email address that you use to log into the webinars, because I did it, and I think that confused the webinar. I was talking to Dwayne last night on that. What happened that I registered for a webinar, and I didn't get the confirmation email. The reason why I used the same email I used from my admin email, I use it to actually opt in to my own webinar, and that confuses the system. So you guys might want to watch it. Just use a different email address for the for your admin. You know, so you use a different email address from an admin from what you use to opt into your own webinars.
We do have another question from I don't know if it's DRH or it's Dr. H. He says, Can you see that?
Yeah.
Timing is the timing for the pre-recorded videos or and not for live, something like that.
Yeah, I answered the question, but yes, it's only for the recorded videos. It's not for the live. The timing is only for there is no double commands on the live video.
Right.
Only double commands in the recorded webinars.
And then the great preacher has a question down there. He wants to know if you'll be putting out a link for this training, a replay link.
Let me see if let me make sure I had the replay link. Yes, there's a replay link for this this training. Let me verify that I did the replay. I don't want to lie to you guys now. Replay. Yeah, I got a replay for it. Yes, Vaughn, I have the replay. So I'll send a replay out. Dr. A says, so I have to have 2 email accounts or I use for. I mean, it's up to you. You could use in Gmail accounts. You can have any amount of Gmail accounts that you want. What I do with my email, I have Erlen Cox 1, Erlen Cox 2, Erlen Cox 3. You know, just make a separate email. That's fine. You know, Gmail you could actually make unlimited amount of emails. It's not bad. You know, I'm just saying don't use the same email address that you use to opt into your own webinar. That's gonna actually confuse the system. All right. I was doing it, so I know I had problems with it because I was not receiving my messages. Like when I opt into my own webinars, I was not getting the confirmation email for me to see the webinars, to attend the webinar. So that when I talked to Dwayne, he told me that's the reason why. You know, so just create a second email account with Gmail and just have it just as an admin email. So all the emails going to that admin email is just from your webinars, and you can use that same email on all your webinar admins. Okay. See any other questions, Jack?
No, I think that's the last question.
All right. You can just click and just put it into the chat. Then that's it. All right, cool. All right, glad I was able to answer you guys' questions. But anyway, it's been an hour now, guys. If you don't have any more questions, I'm gonna have the replay link to everyone. I'm actually sending the replay link to the email address that you all opt into. And also, if you all opt in, I'm actually posting on Facebook, so you got the replay also, guys. You know, in the chat. So I'm gonna post it on there. Make sure everyone has that replay. All right, but I'm gonna actually do a video showing you guys what the live platform look like. All right, Dr. H, I appreciate it. All right, guys. Jackie, you have anything to say? Anything to add?
Thank you so much. That was powerful, El. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for taking the time off to get on the panel with me, Jackie. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
You know, you're always good to have someone to actually be on the panel with you to look at the questions coming in.
I'm here at your service, El. Anytime.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Thanks you guys for attending the training. I appreciate you guys taking the time off to get on the training. Every Thursday night, I do a training for my team. You know, so y'all welcome to actually come in and join us. You know, I try and do the different products every Thursday. Y'all depends what we got going on. You know, so just feel free to pop in and join us. Always good to sharing knowledge with everyone because we all here to have success and win together. You know, so sharing information, that's all. You gotta help enough people to get what they want. You'll get what you want in return, and that I strongly believe in that, guys. You know, so I'm willing to actually share my training with everyone who wants it. Just say, come register for the webinar and get the information and make it happen. All right, guys. But anyway, enjoy you guys Thursday night. My kids probably mad at me right now. They went to sleep early. I didn't kiss them good night, so they're probably mad at me. But anyway, thanks for attending the webinar. Everyone have a blessed night. Talk to you guys on the other side. Good night, Jackie.